Hey guys, what's up? This is Mel, and I'm here to talk about the Vampire Diaries, this time episode 707, titled Mommie Dearest, which premiered Thursday, November 19th, 2015 on the CW. Now, this was the Thanksgiving-themed episode of the season, and there's quite a few things that we learned about this episode. So, just a reminder, if you haven't seen the episode already, I suggest that you go do that first. I'm going to be spoiling the hell out of it, so I don't want my own thoughts and opinions to sway how you view the episode itself. It's best to watch that first, and then if you want to see what others thought about it, like myself, then come check out my video and see if we noticed the same things, different things, or just picked up on stuff in general. Great to know about it. So let's begin. I'm going to start with this new timer I have on my phone, so hopefully it works. So 10 minutes, and let's start. So, something new that we learned. In this episode, we actually got to learn a bit about the Salvatore family. And basically, in the present day, we get Stefan and Damon trying to convince Lily that Julian is basically another Giuseppe, and she's too blind to see it. And they do this by going back to, I believe it's the last Thanksgiving they had together as a family, as humans. So that was 1851. We get flashbacks of Lily and Giuseppe and a 12-year-old Damon with a 4-year-old Stefan, because there's an 8-year difference between them, though he doesn't look like he's 4. He looks like maybe 6, maybe. But anyways, so we get to see that, and we definitely see a very abusive Giuseppe, not only towards Damon, but towards Lily as well. But we get to learn just how... we basically see that Lily wasn't blind to Giuseppe's ways. She was aware that she did marry a monster, and that only infuriates Damon even more, for sure. And I'll get back to it later. But present day, Caroline learns about Valerie's baby with Stefan, and that's a secret that Stefan holds from Caroline, and it's because of that moment is why Valerie is so familiar with the Gemini spell, because she tried to use it to save her baby, but since it was only her who was siphoning off magic and not a whole coven using the spell, she was unsuccessful. So in this episode, Caroline and Alaric actually get confirmation that Caroline is now the surrogate for Alaric's twins with Joe, and they get that through an ultrasound after learning that the twins were cloaking themselves. Not really sure about the specifics on that, or what triggered them to cloak themselves, or if someone else cloaked, or if it was Valerie who cloaked them by accident or something, but we get to learn more about that. We also see Matt manage to get all those compelled people out of town. It wasn't just at the high school. They managed to fill up the grill and a few other places too. And that was because of Valerie and Caroline, how Valerie siphoned the compulsion out of them, and then Caroline compelled them all to leave town and forget whatever happened in town. So there's that. And also Matt is very upset with Bonnie because she seemed to be blowing him off to help Enzo out. And that's another thing. Bonnie and Enzo team up to find a sword in Oscar's car that Julian wanted. And then later on, Bonnie discovers with Alaric that weapon that she found with Enzo is only as powerful as when it is powered with the Phoenix Stone. Otherwise, it's just like a regular sword. So there's that. On to Enzo, we get him challenging Julian to a sword fight in Lily's honor. That really doesn't go so very well, as it's interrupted by Stefan, Damon, and Lily, especially when they learn that Julian and Lily their lives are tied together. Apparently, Julian goes into a sword fight knowing this fact, and yet Enzo doesn't. So that's just a whole load of problems right there. So, moving on, but what was the most shocking moment of the episode? Well, like I said before, I'm always going to have a future shocking moment, because how could it not be shocking, and then a present-day shocking moment. So, future one, 3 years from now, it's basically focused on Damon and Alaric trying to rush to the station to rescue Caroline and to intercept Stefan, because the broadcast is for him. So Damon tries, but he manages to get himself vervained in the back repeatedly. So that's unfortunate. Although we see that Caroline wasn't there, it was actually a re-looped broadcast of her. And Damon mentioned that the person hunting them down is a woman. So there's that. Shocking moment in the present day was that Lily, at the end of it all, seems to be coming on to Damon and Stefan's side against Julian. And I really hope she's truly genuine about this choice and she's not just a Trojan horse to ultimately betray her sons again. I really hope that Lily deciding to side with Damon and Stefan over Julian is a permanent thing for her and she's not going to turn her backs on them again. I mean, she's done it so many times before in the past. I'm just saying. Okay, so top 3 favorite moments. First one has to absolutely be Damon's fueled anger at Stefan about Lily. After the whole confrontation in the woods where Damon had stabbed Julian, I think he did kill her, hoping with the sword that it would ultimately kill Julian and therefore killing Lily as well. Stefan was furious at the fact that Damon would actually try to kill Lily. But Damon feels justified. He hates Lily so much. He wants her dead for all the problems she's caused him, not only recently with finding her alive in the prison world, but in the past, in their childhood and everything, and abandoning them. But Stefan argues that Damon doesn't know the whole story. But Damon's anger only increases, saying that it doesn't matter if he knows the whole story. He only knows what he knows. And from the looks of it, Lily abandoned them. She turned into a vampire, and then she turned their back on them. I even have the quote. Let me just find it. Yeah. Damon says, she tossed us aside without any concern of what happened to us. And that's in regards to after Lily turned into a vampire. And Damon's anger I love it because you only get so angry like that unless you truly feel passionate about something, or if something is truly important to you and you feel the need to defend it that much. And to Damon, he feels so betrayed by Lily, not only for the fact that after figuring out that she knew that Giuseppe was abusing Damon, especially with those cigarette burns. Lily knew that and she did nothing. That angered Damon so much. And then to find out that she was a vampire and she never came back for them, that angers him even more now. So to Damon, all his mother ever did to him was leave him. And that's all he sees. It doesn't matter if she tried to run away, try to get them away from Giuseppe and run away, only having to be thwarted for that. It doesn't matter. She left him. And I just love that Damon wasn't afraid to show that anger, even if it was towards Stefan, because then at least Stefan knew that this is how strongly Damon feels about it. So there's that. Third favorite moment, it's a little cheerful, but it's when Alaric and Caroline actually see the ultrasound of the twins. You see this awe on their face and truly surprised with the fact that, oh my God, this is actually real. There's actually a life growing inside a supposedly dead body, to say the least. But for Alaric, it's a chance for him to have a piece of his wife always with him in the form of these two twins, which I'm assuming are going to be twin girls based on the flash forwards we saw a few episodes back. Next favorite moment has to be Bonnie and Enzo. I swear there's something more growing between them. They may just be helping each other out at the moment, but I swear there's something more going between them. Even Enzo comments on the fact that Bonnie sounds a little bit concerned for his well-being when he suggests the idea that he goes up against Julian. So I'm thinking something is definitely forming between the two of them. And the fact that they had drinks together at the very end to kind of like end the day, I'm really liking their pairing for sure. Another favorite moment, it's actually the flashbacks, even though there was abuse shown in them. I like the flashbacks. We get to see a little piece of their backstory, their history like that. And so it was great to see all 4 Salvatores together. So there's that. Minus all the abuse. The abuse it was sad for sure. Poor little Damon and Lily for having to deal with all that. Another favorite was Valerie protecting Caroline from Beau. I wasn't expecting it, but maybe it's the fact that Caroline is pregnant. Maybe that's why Valerie is doing it. Who knows? Top 3 peeved moments. I'm definitely going to run out. The clock is like right in front of me right now. So anyways, first one is that Julian. I really don't like him. It seems like part of who he truly is comes out when he's with Enzo, but then it's completely hidden when he's with Lily. So I know that he's a monster just based on the fact that he killed an unborn baby. That's enough said. But it's disturbing how much of a charmer he is, or how much he could trick people, basically. Next peeved moment is, and my last one is that Matt was mad with Bonnie for helping Enzo out, who basically wants to get rid of the biggest threat they have right now, and yet Bonnie doesn't like that because he doesn't like Enzo to begin with. So it seemed it wasn't completely misplaced, but it just seemed like Bonnie didn't deserve the brunt of that anger from Matt there. So what will I remember most about this episode? Thanksgiving episode for sure. Damon calls it the best Thanksgiving ever, and that's because he got to torture Lily and Julian for it. So there's that. Confirmation that the twins are indeed inside Caroline. Odd, but true. And then even if it was weird, the Salvatore bonding both in flashbacks and with their kind of intervention with Lily was weird. Oh. That was a new timer. Interesting. Definitely went over. But random questions quickly then. 1. Is it possible that the sword from Oscar's car is what is used to trap the vampire souls into the Phoenix Stone? Because without the stone, it's just a regular sword. So if it needs the Phoenix Stone to be powered up to be this big weapon against an immortal, then could that mean that being stabbed with the sword means that the soul will be sucked into the sword and then into the stone? Just wondering. And now I'm thinking of Merlin and the King Arthur thing with the whole sword and the stone legend and stuff. That's just funny. Next. Jeremy and Tyler were actually mentioned to Matt, and he said that they had a solution. So my question is, what do you think that solution could be? And do you think we'll see them again soon? Next question. Could a friendship be forming between Caroline and Valerie because of this pregnancy? On the one hand, I think, yeah, they could be bonding over it. But then on another hand, Valerie could be envious of the fact that Caroline is going through a pregnancy when she herself was robbed of that opportunity because of Julian. So, I don't know. I hope it's a friendship thing. And we know for certain that Caroline doesn't end up with Stefan. So, maybe that way Valerie can end up with Stefan if she survives that long, that is. Next question. Is Lily truly on her son's side, or is it a ploy? I hope she's on her side, because it showed in the very last flashback that we saw of the parallel between Julian and Giuseppe and the scenario that Lily found herself in. It looked like she finally had that light bulb moment. It was like, oh my gosh, yeah, Julian is just like Giuseppe. So I'm hoping she's actually come to her senses, because it'd be a really big shame if she's just playing her sons again. Okay, last question. Could Bonnie have feelings for Enzo at this point while he's pining away for Lily? Like Enzo said, Bonnie had showed some concerns for him going against Julian. I'm just wondering if it's an unrequited feeling type thing at the moment. It'd be interesting to see how that works out. Okay, so predictions quickly. There's no new episode next week due to Thanksgiving in the United States. So the following week, which is December 3rd, episode 708 is airing, and the promo shows the Heretics hosting a murder party as an anniversary celebration for Nora and Mary Louise. Now, in this promo, it's very fast-paced with the scene transitions, but I swear I saw Enzo kissing Lily. I think. I'm like 90% sure I saw that, because they were kind of in the shadows too. And I saw glimpses of Lily having to choose between her sons, Julian making her do that, and a lot more fights, and Damon begging to be killed. Obviously he's not, since he's alive 3 years from now, but still I wonder why that's being brought up in that situation. Now, predictions as a whole for me, now that Caroline knows that she's pregnant, things with Stefan may become more complicated than they are. I mean, I don't even think he knows that she's pregnant at this point from Alaric's twins from Joe, which is already crazy enough as it sounds. But, yeah. Also, do you think, I have everything to believe that it's going to be a normal paced pregnancy. Nothing like Twilight or anything like that. So, we're going to have a few more months of Caroline having to deal with this new situation, and she's probably the very first in the supernatural history of a vampire being pregnant. Okay, with that said, new thing, I have a very bad feeling that a vampire that we love is going to be trapped in the Phoenix Stone. Either going to be Damon, Stefan, or Enzo. Not Caroline because she's pregnant. But I just have this really bad feeling now that they have this weapon that could possibly be the very thing that sticks up vampire souls in the Phoenix Stone. I'm like 90% sure that that's what that weapon's for. I have a very bad feeling that now that not only do they have it, but not only does Julian have it, and then Lily has the Phoenix Stone, I'm very worried that that is going to be used against Damon, Stefan, and Enzo, and then we're going to have to see what's it like inside the Phoenix Stone. Like how we saw like what it was like on the other side. So, yeah. So, that's all I have to say about 707. So, what did you guys think of the episode? Was it what you expected? It was definitely eventful for Thanksgiving, that's for sure. But let me know in the comments below. I love to hear about it. Love to hear about your own theories about what's to come, because we definitely learned quite a bit in this episode. So comments below, like always, don't be shy about it. I love to theorize with you all. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos, and share this with all your other friends in the Vampire Diaries fandom. Spread the word around, get this fan base growing. Let's just see where this leads us. I'm excited to know where this is going, for sure. Also, if you want a detailed recap of the episode, a play-by-play, if you will, check out my live journal account. The link for that will be down below. It's basically written as I watched the episode for the very first time. And so the light blue text is basically all my thoughts in the moment I'm watching it. So just to let you know for that. Also, if you want any news on the Vampire Diaries, whether it's casting, synopses, stills, GIFs, dialogues, quotes, anything like that, check out my Tumblr page. I've always reblog everything that I come across there. So the link for that will be down below. You can search by episode, by character, by couple interactions, anything like that. Just check out my page. I like to think it's pretty organized, so you shouldn't really have any problem finding anything, unless you love one character that I'm not really as fond of. But anyways, that's it. Link down below for sure. So that's about it. So because next week is Thanksgiving in the US, no episodes. You won't hear back from me until 2 weeks from now. So until then, guys, happy Thanksgiving to everybody who is celebrating it. Stay safe wherever you are, no matter what you're doing. Stay safe, and have a great day. Have a great week, and you'll hear back from me in 2 weeks. So this is Mel saying bye for now.